Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. Just make I've got all my sound working. Yes, looks like it. Just in the We Are Driven intro, We Are Driven team still pushing Archie's journey, still pushing Bradley Lowry Foundations. Get yourselves over to Facebook, click all those like buttons, and get yourself over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's journey, and then get yourself back over to Facebook and go see what's happening over on We Are Driven. Thank you very much. Big shout out to the channel sponsor, Woody's Wondrous Chilies as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Woody. Appreciated. Chilies, seeds and sauces from that man. Tonight we're back with round 5 of the Chewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. We're from the very tricky Sardegna circuit tonight. It's not one of the favourites of the series, that's for sure. I don't think a lot of drivers get much practice on this track, to be honest. It's not doesn't pop up in many other leagues. Right, let's go and have a look at some scores, shall we? So, we've got the top two, both sitting on 130 points. Cutler and D-Dot, both on 130. It's been a real close rivalry between those two so far. The same for Millerman and Pajonski in 3rd and 4th, both sitting on 102 points, with Aldo nipping at their heels with 100 points, so just 2 points back for him in 5th. Dusky in 6th, he's got 88 points. We've got Old Crawler in 7th with 85 points. Rob Scott in 8th with 79 points. Yep, that's right, yeah. Alien Swift with 69 points. DMK Dominator, 53 points on for him. And if we go to the second half of the table, we've got Vroom 3 sitting in 11th with 50 points. Hulky and Corky, so joint 12th for those two, both sitting on 48 points. One Eye Lou is on 38 points, and Justin Gantz sitting on 4 points. Unfortunately, that's all he's got. So merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. If you want any of those, hit me up at dartsmoker@googlemail.com or get hold of me on the Facebook page. Send me a little message or drop a post or whatever you want. Whatever you want. So into this lobby then, let's have a look who we've got in. I have already started qualifying. So Cutler's in, got Alien Swift, Aldo, Millerman, One Eye Lou, Old Crawler, Hulky, Dominator, D-Dot, Rob Scott, Dusky, Pajonski and Corky. So 13 drivers racing tonight. If you want to see, where's he gone? Let's turn the usual nonsense on first of all. Keep doing that. There he is. If you want to see this man's POV, he does stream it live. D.90 over there on Facebook. So where are we then? Out on the first of the hot laps now for Alien Swift. Do any probing tonight, it's yet to be seen. So super soft's only for qualifying. Goes across the line there with a 135. Let's go for an onboard lap with Alien Swift. So over the brow of the hill into turn 1, hard on the brakes into this left-hander. Got to be careful not to run it out wide. Tricky on the first couple of laps, you'll be pretty close together. Through the little right, through the left, keeping as much speed as possible. And down towards this left-hand elbow. Running uphill slightly again, very easy to run it out wide, smash into that wall out on the right hand side there. And into this right hander again, just some tricky little off cambers to take into consideration, and the outside edges of this circuit not very forgiving, to be honest. So down this back straight then towards this right hander back up the hill. To the left hander double apex this turn, so just running it out wide and then back on the power for the second apex. Through the left hand kink. It's a little tricky turn coming up now, the last corner. Just thin out there as the right hander comes up on you. And back onto this start finish straight. We'll stick with him and see what he puts in. 129 at the minute. There he goes, back into pole. 133.8 for him. He just gets beaten by a D dot though. Sticks in a 133.8. Tiny bit quicker than Alien Swift. Middleman third at the minute, 134.0. Cut that fourth, he's got himself a 134.3. So no tyre wear or fuel depletion on him qualifying, and racing super softs only. That does change for the race. The races, apologies, we've got 3 races tonight, 15-minute sprints. They're allowed 1 set of tyres for each race, and it's up to them how they use them. So a set of softs in the first race, a set of mediums in the second race, and a set of hards in the third race, or whatever format they want to do it, but they're only allowed 1 set per race. And success ballast as well for the top 3 in race 2 and 3. Top 3 in race 1, stick a little bit of extra weight on and then start from the back, and then the top 3 from race 2 start with extra weight on, but it is grid positions from race 2 final finishing positions. Right, enough waffling, let's get back on these times. D-Dot still leading at the minute, everyone coming around to do their 4th lap, 3rd hot lap. We've just been on board with, sticks himself into 2nd. D-Dot goes quicker again, 133.404. Almost half a second quicker than Bajonski at the minute. Alien Swift then into 3rd. Millerman 4th, 134.0. Cutler in 5th, 134.3. Dominator 134.7. Rob Scott has got a 134.9. Chucks himself up the inside of old Crawler there. Aldo 135.1 for 8th. Dusky 135.2, 9th on the grid. Old Crawler 10th, 135.3. Hulky's on a 135.5. One Eye Lou 12th, 135.9. And Corky on a 143.0 at the minute. A little bit of front end damage for him. Won't be helping him out on this long straight. Halfway through qualifying, D-Dot still in that top spot. Johnski coming through just in front of him. Can he unseat D-Dot? To the line now then. No, 134.4. Stays on that 133.4. Let's go for a lap on with D-Dot. See where he's taking the time out of everyone else. Still pretty much half a second quicker than anyone else on circuit at the minute. Johnski. switchathon there, not sure what's happened. Taking it wide through that bottom dip along this straight here. Cutting that turn. Not running it quite as deep as Podjonski in front. Maybe had time to put the laps in as D-Dot, who knows. Podjonski in front, just getting that final little kink wrong. Go, picks up half a second penalty for that, then all four wheels across the white line. Slower again for D-Dot. Anybody else shifted about? Rob Scott's chucked himself up into 5th position, so he moves Cutler and everyone else down a spot. Dusky, he's got a bit quicker as well, 1:34.3, so 7th for him. Aldo again just a little bit quicker, 1:34.6. So 8th position, Dominator 1:34.7, 9th. Old Crawler 10th, 1:35.3. Hulky 1:35.5 for Hulky. One Eye Lou 1:35. What was that? 1:35.9. Not sure what Corky's doing. Should have really, during this qualifying session, got that damage repaired, Corky. It wouldn't have taken long. So 11 minutes into quali then. D-Dot still on pole, but not as clear as he was. So Millerman's gone quicker, 1:33.550. Brings himself just over a 10th. In touch with D-Dot. It's a bit wide through there. Picking up a penalty for that. What can Podjonski do tonight? Who's going to get probed by the alien? A little bit wide there for Dusky as well. So coming close to the end of qualifying then. Can Cutler move himself further up the board? Sitting in 8th at the minute for Cutler. Decent camera angles here at Sardegna, I've got to give him that. One Eye Lou going quicker, 1:35.3, gets himself in front of Hulky. Hulky in 12th, Corky still in 13th. Still not been able to beat that 1:33.4, so Millerman still in touch with him then. Where is the Millerman? Just started a fresh lap. So maybe 2 laps remaining. What are we, 13.5 minutes in, 1:33 laps. The drivers are already out on circuit, so they should get that second lap after this one. Oof, Alien Swift just going a bit deep through there. Rob Scott goes quicker again, 1:33.8, so he throws himself ahead of Podjonski here as well. into fourth then for Rob. Johnsky's on a hotter lap though. He's about a quarter of a second up from his fastest, which if he keeps the pace will put him back in front of Rob Scott. Scott down to this line, he's got a bit of a toe I think from somebody. It's D-Dot. Does go quicker, 1:33.3 then from Johnsky, slots himself into second. 2/10 back from D-Dot's fastest. D-Dot obviously just going quicker there as well, 1:33.1, so going even quicker than D-Dot. Looks like these two are going to be happy with those laps. They did have the opportunity to go again, but have decided not to. Millerman looks like he is still having another go here for third. To better that third. Aiden Swift then gets pushed down to fourth now. Everyone else moved down a position with Johnsky's arrival. There's Cutler. Aldo still sixth. Aiden Swift firing himself through. Cutler seventh, so he has gone a bit quicker, 1:34.1. Up another position. Dominator in 8th, 1:34 but ghosting. Dusky in 9th, 1:34.2. Old Crawler 10th, 1:35.2 as well, just going quicker for Old Crawler. One-Eyed Lou 11th, 1:35.3. Hulky 12th, 1:35.5. And Corky in 13th, 1:43.0 for Corks. Nobody able to beat D-Dot. Johnsky tried right at the end. Would that put him in front? What was D-Dot's previous fastest? 1:33. What was it? 1:33.4. No, it wouldn't. He would have stayed in second. So qualifying done then. Still, like I say, got a couple of drivers still out on track. Oh, there you go, Millerman. I know we've got drivers throwing themselves in the pits, changing their tyres for race one. That's what's confused me. Don't do that, people. I know you have to do that, but I thought Millerman had just gone super quick then. Let's see what his time was. 33.4 on lap 9. So just going to third then, right at the end of qualifying. D-Dot, evening brother, hey, how you doing? Like I say, you already mentioned old D-Dot streaming his POV live, so if you want to go see some screaming and shouting. Jake, evening, guess who's back again. Aliens been probing friends, nice. You really wanted me to sing that, didn't you? But it's not happening. It's not happening. So 3 15-minute races coming up. Race 1, as per qualifying you've just watched. And then we jump into race 2, which is another 15-minute race. Reverse grid for that one. And the top 3 from race 1 carry over extra weight into race 2. And then race 3 is grid positions are results of race 2, and there is still success ballast for the top 3. So even though they start at the front, they still have to carry that extra weight. Just your new slogan, fair. Good. I'm glad you didn't want me to sing that. I'm all good, my friend, I'm all good. Right, let's get ourselves in, otherwise I'm going to forget. I'm going to miss the start of the race. So we'll see what tyres people have come out on. A lot of hards. Set of mediums on for Corky. Alien Swift on the hards. Millerman has got a set of hards on. Mediums on for Old Crawler. Hards on for Pajonski. Alien Swift on the hards we've seen. Aldo's on the hards. One-Eyed Lou is on the hards. Dominator hards. D-Dot hards. Dusky hards. Corky hards. And we're still missing 2 drivers. Best comms of all time. Nice. See you on this other side, my dude. Thanks very much for doing comms. No worries, mate. No worries at all. You keep probing drivers. So everybody in the room now. Waiting for Cutler to get us underway then for race 1. Here we go. Can D-Dot hold that lead into turn 1? What's Pajonski got for him? And Millerman. Right there with him. Alien Swift as well. He'll be looking to probe somebody into turn 1. Don't probe him off track though, my friend. Don't get too excited. Rob Scott as well, 5th. Turning into a really good season this season. Lights on red then, the revs are raising. Big piles of wheel spin from all drivers. Away then, D-Dot over into defensive mode straight away. He's not allowing Pajonski to have that inside line, that's for sure. Alien Swift though is already having a look at Millerman around the outside. Pajonski's gone for a different line through turn 1-2. Rob Scott as well having a look at Alien Swift through here. Cutler as well trying to slot one up the inside of the pair of them. Aldo 7th, tucked into the slipstream of that big pile of minis in front. Bit of a jostle behind between One-Eyed Lou. Oh, 3 wide. One-Eyed Lou gets picked up in that. Nudged sideways and off the track. Sitting at the back. He's not lost too much time. He's still in the fight. Has he picked up any damage? I don't think so. Hard tyres as well. Keeps himself right in this fight then does One-Eyed Lou. Battling out with Corky now at the minute for the last place. Back up front, D-Dot then still leading. Pajonski still looking for a way through. Both drivers dipping a wheel in the sand there. Oh, Rob Scott goes wide. He's going to struggle to get back on track with the big pile of minis coming through. Millerman then 3rd, Alien Swift still 4th, Aldo 5th, Dominator 6th, Cutler 7th. Cutler just getting past the Dominator, but Old Crawler decides he's going to have a go at Dominator. Dominator leaving the door wide open there. Unfortunately, trying not to make contact with Old Crawler. Tricks himself in the dirt there. Oh, he's got dirty tyres as well. He's struggling. Dusky goes through. Corky goes off-road as well. One-Eyed Lou then up a couple of positions already into 11th. Rob Scott gets himself back on track. Fighting it out with Corky, but he gets past into 12th. So yeah, did end up at the back of the pack then, Rob Scott. They were still pretty closely packed together. D-Dot then now under some serious threats. Pajonski gets the move done. D-Dot's coming back at him through turns 3 and 4. On board with Pajonski then looking back at D-Dot and Millerman behind. Gap developed between these 3 and Alien Swift in 4th. Tricky elbow. Can D-Dot get this position back? He gets a better run out of that turn, but nowhere for him to go. Pajonski's great big orange mini sat there. Puts Puts him back under a little bit of threat from Millerman here. These top three still pretty close together. Alien Swift there, 4th position in the background. He's got himself a little bit of time between him and Aldo as well. To the start-finish straight then. Top 2 starting to pull a little bit of a gap. Let's get ourselves on with D-Dot. Getting the toe then. Pachonsky slips right over, allows D-Dot to go through. Does he get one back up the other side? Where's he gone? Still behind then. Looking for another way through then for Pachonsky. Now where's he gone? Gonna have to change this camera angle up. Can't see where the hell he's gone. He's got himself past D-Dot. Inside camera, not the best. Still side by side these two. Pachonsky's just gonna have the inside line through here, but D-Dot might be able to carry a bit more speed through. Doesn't. Millerman just lurking there then, looking for a way past the pair of them. All three on hard tyres up front. Alien Swift on the hards as well in 4th. Aldo Hards for 5th, now under pressure from Old Crawler in 6th on those medium tyres. Dusky 7th. Tyre for Dusky. He's giving Aldo some pressure through there. Oh no, sorry, that was Dusky and Aldo. Rob Scott then moving back up the field into 8th position already. Cutler 9th. Cutler had a bit of an off somewhere. Was down in 7th and obviously lost a couple more positions. Hulkey just gets himself back on track through that final little kink. 10th position, Corky in 11th. He's got himself past Dominator and One-Eyed Lou. Sure what's happening there. Don't want to lose your penalty there, Dominator. Coast it into the corners. One-Eyed Lou, unfortunately, 27 seconds down. What's happened, One-Eye? Have you been in the pits? 2:14.7, quite possibly. So Pachonsky, it's all swapped around. Pachonsky's back in the lead. Millerman 2nd. D-Dot now into 3rd. Alien Swift losing a bit more time to these boys. Now got Old Crawler on those mediums closing up with him. Aldo trying to stick with that driver. Get on those hard tyres. Not going to be an easy feat. Dusky 7th then. Rob Scott closing up, but just a second back. Cutler 5 seconds back. Yeah, I think Cutler's had a bit of a mishap somewhere. Hulkey 10th. Dominator 11th. Corky 12th, so Dominator's got back past, and One-Eye Lou 13th. So Pachonsky gets himself a second. D-Dot's got himself past Millerman here as well. The gap's starting to stretch out for the top three. To the halfway point of race 1. There is Alien Swift under all sorts of pressure here from... let's change that up. We don't want that view again. Crawler. That Tiger Stripe looking mini coming through at Alien Swift. Ourselves on with Old Crawler, the hunt car, the chase car. Carries a bit more speed through there than Alien Swift. Long straight coming up then. It's not quite straight, you know, it's a flat out. Old Crawler going for the inside move here. No, he backs out through this right hander up the hill. Going to wait for this start finish straight again. Still got Aldo lurking in the background. Gets a better run out of here as well, does Old Crawler. Now chucks himself up the inside of Alien Swift, going for that 4th position then. He's now got the inside line into this final turn. Alien Swift just having to back out a little bit. Those hard tyres not quite as grippy as the mediums, obviously. Does keep himself within tow range though. Don't think he'll be able to close up before turn 1. Crawler looks safe for that 4th for the time being, 2.3 seconds down from Millerman. But again, those medium tyres, just over halfway through this race now, they might benefit him. He might be able to get himself a bit further up the order. Bringing that time down between the top 3 and himself a little bit as well. They are still quite stretched out. Bajonski now 1.2 seconds ahead of D-Dot. Still got Millerman just 0.8 of a second back. Crawler has brought that time down 2 seconds here. 6 minutes remaining. Alien Swift trying to hang on to old Crawler. Got to be careful he doesn't try and carry as much speed as old Crawler on those medium tyres. Throw himself in the sand or a wall. Then 6th, Dusky 7th. He's kept himself in front of Rob Scott for the time being. Just half a second back though, Rob. Can he get him on the slipstream down this long straight? Still just over 0.5. It's starting to come down now, but it might be a little bit too much too late on this straight now. It is then. Dusky holds that 7th. Rob Scott's got to try and do it all again. Bajonski keeping that 1.2 second gap up front. D-Dot then still holding 2nd. Millerman coming under more and more pressure from old Crawler in 4th, and still dragging Alien Swift, who's only a second down. Aldo as well, only 1.2 seconds down, so these top 3 not quite got away with it yet. D-Dot's got it backwards. D-Dot's got it backwards, so he's picked up all sorts of damage, so falling down the order then for D-Dot. Oh, and he runs himself wide through there as well. He's got his championship rival coming up behind him now as well with Cutler. Where's he gone? There is Cutler just coming up on the back of D-Dot. These two on joint points at the minute, 130 points each for these two. Still 2 more races left tonight. Through them, what we're going to see D-Dot do is his car's repaired, so sorry, we're on the wrong driver. In the pits he comes then, he's got to get that repaired. Damage on heavy. So Bajonski in clear air now then, 3.9 seconds ahead of Millerman. Millerman being harassed by old Crawler then, so with D-Dot's departure he already takes 3rd position. Now looking for 2nd off of Millerman. A little bit of a tall order now to try and gain 1st. He's 4.5 seconds back from Bajonski. Just under 3 minutes of racing left in race 1. Can Millerman hold on to 2nd here? Closing up again is old Crawler. Again, doesn't go into the right-hander. Who's that that's just driven off track? Corky, 13th. Not sure whether he got it wrong or whether he's just chucking himself out of the way. Crawler then starting to see a little bit of wear on his tyres, but should still be quick enough to have a go at Millerman. So 2 minutes remaining. They're going to see 2 more laps here. Alien Swift holding on to this fight. He's only half a second back from Old Crawler. Able to close the gap up enough, sitting in 5th, 1.4 seconds back. Rob Scott 6th, Dusky 7th, Cutler 8th, Hulky 9th, Dominator 10th, D-Dot back out the pits and repaired in 11th, One Eye Lou 12th, and Corky 13th. Johnsky now 5 seconds up front. Old Crawler still not managed to make his way past Millerman yet. That tyre wear might just be enough to keep him at bay from that attack. Oh, there does go Old Crawler. Where's he gone? Oh, contact. Ends up knocking into Millerman, pushes him wide through that right-hander. Like he's trying to stay out of the way. Or has he just put his boot down? No. He's lost a couple of positions here. So race leader goes across the line with 20 seconds remaining on the race clock. 6.5 minutes ahead of Alien Swift back into 2nd, Aldo into 3rd. It's all changed here right at the end. Millerman 4th, Old Crawler. Yeah, he is running slow. He's allowed Millerman back through then. That was looking good between these two, but Old Crawler just carrying a tiny bit more, too much speed into that turn. Caught him out, and he ended up taking out Millerman, but he's waited. Allowed him back through. Old Crawler then 5th, Cutler into 6th, Dusky 7th, Rob Scott 8th. Dominator then crosses the line as the timer's ticked over. He takes 9th, Hulky takes 10th. D-Dot, after that dreadful bit of damage, ends up 11th. Corky's already crossed the line for 13th. One Eye Lou round this final turn. He's going to take 12th. Us a wiggle down this start-finish straight. There we go, it's 12th position. Corky's already finished, so we wait for the leaders to come through then. Johnsky, 5.3 seconds. Alien Swift and Aldo getting shoved up the order. Incidents and accidents. So Johnsky's going to take the win here then. Like I say, he does start from the back in race 2. Extra weight on board as well. Alien Swift's going to come home for 2nd. Didn't have to probe anybody in the end. Aldo's going to come home for 3rd. Millerman takes 4th. Old Crawler, still good results. 5th place for him. Dusky takes 6th. Oh, what's happened here? Cutler 7th. Oh no, sorry, yes. Rob Scott comes through for 7th. Cutler takes 8th. What happened there? Cutler slowed down right at the end there. Not too sure what that was all about. Maybe there was a little coming together between him and Rob or Dusky. Not too sure. There we go. Race 1 of the evening done. Race 2 coming up. Reverse grid and extra weight on board for the top 3. So the standard weight is 1050. So 3rd place man now carries 1085. 2nd place man carries 1097, and the 1st place man carries 1107. Got that right. All a bit topsy-turvy in race 1 here then. Does give D-Dot quite a good chance. He will start quite close to the front. Where did he finish? 11th. So second row of the grid, right behind Corky. And if you can get away while everyone else is having a fight through the pack, then, well, I'll be able to just get off in race 2. I'm not repeating that, Dusky. Rob Scott not liking this track. Yeah, like I say, it's not the driver's favourites. Maybe that's why Cutler puts it in. Maybe he likes it. He's not liked it tonight. Ended up 8th on the in race 1. It does allow him to start in front of Rob Scott here though for race 2. Although Rob Scott not liking this track, so although he's quick, yeah. Not liking the track does not help. So drivers have got to shuffle around with tyres again, stick on a different set to what they had on in race 1. So it wasn't most drivers on the medium tyre, sorry, on the hard tyre. He's on the mediums, practicing his starts there. Having a quick go round, just getting used to the feel of the new tyre. So you've got to change your braking points, maybe your angle of attack, that sort of thing, depending on which corners you're coming into. Drivers on softs for race 2. Yes, all swapping around at the end there. D-Dot ended up going off track. He picked up damage. Millerman and Old Crawler, although they're having a great battle for third and fourth, ended up having a bit of a coming together and had to slow down and lost their positions. Cutler struggled in race 1, so wasn't able to move up the field. Rob Scott doesn't like the track, so the faster boys tonight have not ended up, well, apart from Pajonski. Millerman still halfway up the grid. Corky just getting that final turn wrong again. Damage again on board for Corks. Just have a flick through and have a look at tyres, see what sort of, make sure everyone's kind of swapped. I say most drivers on the hards in race 1. I only actually remember Old Crawler on the mediums, to be honest. He's gone for the mediums in race 2. Millerman also gone for the mediums. On the third row of the grid, Millerman. No, he doesn't. Third row from the back. Right, into race 2 we go then. As said, reverse grid, top 3 from race 1 carrying over extra weight, so they get that success ballast. Who's going to benefit here? Like I say, drivers chopped around all over the place, not the usual suspects up front, apart from Pajonsky, Millerman. He's going to lead us out then. One-Eyed Lou's going to follow him. D-Dot is right behind him after picking up damage and ending up in the pits. Like I say, if he can get away well. What tyres is he on? It's on a set of softs. Yeah, I think this could be a strategic move here by D-Dot. Soft tyre on. He's going to try and pin the start and get away while everyone else is battling it out behind. They're gone then for race 2. There he goes. Already peels out, looking for a way past Corky. Lou gets a good start as well though. Pinned himself up the start-finish straight to get himself in the lead of this race into turn 1. D-Dot then into second. He needs to get away well. One-Eye Lou on the medium, so D-Dot should be able to make short work of that, I think. Corky then holding third. Ooh. Loses it a little through there, so Hawkey fires his way through into third position. A great dive there by Hawkey up the inside of Corky for that position. It's a late move as well. Corky fourth, then Cutler slowly making his way through the field into fifth. Oh, Rob Scott getting that turn wrong. Dominator 6, Rob Scott 7th, Aldo in 8th, Millerman 9th, Alien Swift 10th, Crawler 11th, Dusky in 12th, Pajonsky in 13th. Looking for a way past. Oh, contact between himself and Dusky. Millerman's gone into the wall as well. Oh, and Corky. 4 drivers running slow here then. Anyone picked up damage? Yes, Millerman's got all the damage on. Transmission, that'll take him a long time to get back to the pits. Get that repaired, so that's race 2 pretty much done for Millerman. Maybe able to pick up a position or 2 by the end of it. Corky, no damage on board. Dusky, no damage on board. Pajonsky, no damage on board. Millerman then, unfortunately, coming out the worst of that one. So back up front. D-Dot has got himself past One-Eye Lou then. Into the lead he goes. He's got a second over him already. Corky into third position. We saw him make that move on Corky. Corky's gone off though, so Cutler then gets up into fourth. Cutler's on the hard tyre, okay. Cutler's on the mediums then, was he, for race 1? Oh, Corky runs wide through there as well. Sliding these minis through these turns. Drivers saying they don't like the mediums, they'd rather have the hard tyres on in these. The hards and the softs work, but the mediums just, yeah, they don't seem to like them. Here is that Pajonsky and Dusky battle. Oh, Dominator getting it wrong through there as well. Peels up the wheels, trying to get back up to speed. Coming threat here from Pajonsky and Dusky for that position. He does just stay out of the way as well. Pins himself right behind these two as we see Dusky have a go at Pajonsky here for that position. Side by side. Pajonsky just holds the line though through there. And then these 3 now bumper to bumper. Close enough. Hawkey's left the room. Dusky having another go at Pajonsky here. Again, Pajonsky's carrying the most weight over from race 1. So having to just watch his braking. He's on the medium tyre, which leaves him the softs for the final race. He needs to get a good position here. Right, back up front. Yeah, D-Dot starting to steam away with it. 3-second lead he's got over One-Eye Lou. Cutler's managed to get his way past, was it Hulky? He's up into third, but he has got Rob Scott for company at the minute. Aldo as well, just having to go defensive as Old Crawler comes to have a go at him. Alien Swift back in a fight. Alien Swift chucks himself up the inside of Old Crawler. Oh, Rob Scott's got that turn wrong again. Losing time then. Alien Swift goes through. Aldo goes through. Old Crawler unable to benefit from that one. Hulky then 8, 3.1 seconds down. Johnski got himself up into 9th, 1.9 seconds back. Dusky 10th, Dominator in 11th. These three still as they were coming down that start-finish straight as they come up to it again. Millerman after that repair in 12th, halfway round the other side of the circuit for Millerman. Again, we've lost Corky, so he does gain an extra position. And if anybody else does a similar thing, well, there's an opportunity still. Still pulling time then, D-Dot. 4.1, 4.2 seconds over One Eye Lou. Cutler pulling time on One Eye Lou as well, 2.6 seconds. Aldo still with him then, 0.6 of a second back, as is Alien Swift, Rob Scott and Old Crawler. Let's get ourselves on with Cutler. Have a little look at this chasing pack. This right-hander up the hill then. We've seen Rob Scott get this wrong 1 or 2 times already tonight. Old Crawler's done it though in the background. He's carried too much speed in on the softs. Put himself on the sand. That could allow Hulky to come through and take that position. He does. A mistake from Old Crawler. This is in the position, so Cutler holds on to this third. Again, got Aldo, Alien Swift and Rob Scott chasing him down. Gets a good drive out of that final turn. Closes it up on One Eye Lou again. Rob Scott having a go at Alien Swift there for that 5th position. Aldo closing up. Cutler's had to go a little bit defensive. Rob Scott slots himself up the inside of Alien Swift. Cutler's had a bit of a wiggle through there. That's going to give Aldo a look. Backs out of it. Aldo gives Cutler that position. Still right there with him though. As is that fight for 5th in the background. Rob Scott holding it for the minute. Alien Swift right there with him. All this is working into D-Dot's hands. Putting out a great big gap between himself and One Eye Lou. A little bit of working together between Aldo and Cutler. Aldo looks at the inside. Oh, he's had to take avoiding action to not take out Cutler and pinned himself into the wall. So Alien Swift gets back past Rob Scott. Rob Scott comes back and has that position back, so they both move up a slot. Where's he gone? Let's change that up. There he is, Aldo, yeah, transmission damage, front end damage. So there's a trip to the pits for Aldo. Again, is that going to give Millerman a position here? 6.5 second lead for D-Dot. Looks like he's got this one in the bag. He's on a soft tyre as well, so that gives him the mediums to play with for the final race. Pav, evening brother, how you doing? Hope you're alright, my friend. Long time no see. Going to see you at Donington at any point this year? There's One Eye Lou still holding that 2nd position, 1.6 seconds ahead of Cutler now. Cutler's got a tiny little bit of penalties to lose. He's still got Rob Scott for company and Alien Swift. To 6th, Dominator 7th, Hulky 8th, Johnski 9th. So those boys have got past him. Millerman in 10th, Crawler in I say Millerman in 10th? I don't know. Johnski in 9th, Old Crawler in 10th, and Millerman 11th. So we've lost 2 drivers already. Lost Corky. And who's the other driver we lost? Look at this, D-Dot, 8.3 seconds. Lou still keeping himself just out of danger at the minute. Rob Scott now having a go at Cutler for this 3rd position. Side by side for these two. Rob Scott's carried the speed though. He's through into 3rd position for him. They're both closing up on One Eye Lou in front as well. Still got Alien Swift to think about. He's only a second down in 5th. One Eye Lou hold this to the end. 4.5 minutes remaining. So I'll try and hold on to 2nd. He's got Rob Scott chasing him down though. Both of these drivers have closed up on One Eye. Going for a faster line through here, Rob Scott. One Eye is actually only driving with one eye, so give him credit. Bloody well. Just trying to stay out of the way. Rob Scott comes through. He's messed it up a little bit. Into the sand he goes. Loses that position. Just trying to make his way through One Eye Lou there. I mean, One Eye Lou gave him plenty of space. Rob Scott just didn't quite take the right line. So he still holds 2nd then. One Eye. Cutler now half a second back. Alien Swift up into 4th position with Rob Scott back on track. Hot on his tail for 5th. Cutler already having a go at One Eye. A little bit cautious through that final turn then One Eye. Cutler gets his way past. 3.5 minutes remaining. Can One Eye Lou take 3rd position here? You never know. Cutler or D-Dot could quite easily bin it. He says as D-Dot sticks 2 wheels on the sand and tries to spin himself round. 12.1 seconds. He's only going to lose it by sticking it in the wall now. Cutler holding 2nd. One Eye Lou still with him. Rob Scott's got himself back past Alien Swift, but for how much longer? Alien Swift's got a little bit of front end damage on, so Rob Scott might be able to just keep that position. He is on the softer tyre as well. 2.5 minutes remaining. Dominator holds 6. Dusky 0.8 of a second back for 7th. Pajonski into 8th. Just a second back himself. Last ditch effort then for Pajonski. Old Crawler into 9th position. Picked a little bit of front end damage himself. Hulkey in 10th. Millerman in 11th. So unfortunately Millerman picked up damage early on. Ended up half a lap down pretty much. Still going to see 2 laps here then. A lot of drivers picking up penalties on that very last kink. Alien Swift's not, he's a good lad. Breaking the law like you cheats up front, look. Rob Scott, One Eye and Cutler all just losing the penalty there, just as I go and accuse them of it. Rob Scott is closing up on One Eye. Got to be careful here. Space for the battle between himself and Rob Scott. Still hanging on to it. Rob has got a good run on him through here though. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. One Eye Lou holds on to this position. Oh, he doesn't get a good run out though. Nowhere for Rob Scott to go. Does just hold on to 3rd. another lap to go. 35 seconds left on the race clock. Rob Scott will probably take him on the slipstream down the start-finish straight. Again, I think One Eye Lou just takes his time a little bit through here, so Rob Scott all over the back of him. Maybe not quite close enough. Side through turn one. There's Rob Scott gone. Oh, One Eye. He's dipped a wheel on the sand, slowed him down a little bit. Rob Scott keeps the power on. Gets himself through into that third position. Tiny bit of a love tap through there as well. One Eye comes back at him. Thank you very much. Rob Scott holds the line into this next right-hander though. Right there with him though is One Eye. This long back straight then. Well, it's not a straight, but it's flat out. Just got to finish the lap then, One Eye. Let's go and catch up with D-Dot. He's pretty much going to cross the line any second. Just the final turns to go then for D-Dot. Yeah, strategic move. He knew he picked up damage in race one, so he started from... Well, he ended up at the back of race one, so which put him at the start of race two. So he stuck the soft tyres on, and there you go. There's the result: 15.6 seconds lead over Cutler. Rob Scott has got his way past One Eye. One Eye chucking himself across the little kink there. Got to be careful he doesn't pick up a penalty. So Cutler takes second, Rob Scott takes third, One Eye takes fourth, Alien Swift takes fifth, Dominator takes sixth, Bajonski seventh, Dusky eighth, Old Crawler ninth, Hulky in 10th, Millerman 11th. Corky takes 12 points position. And yeah, we'd already lost the driver. Who did we lose? Lost Corky that one. Who did we lose in race one? Anybody? No. Have we only lost Corky? Am I losing my mind? There you go then, race two done and dusted. Race three coming up. We've got grid positions as of race two race positions, race results. And again, the top three do carry over extra weight, so that does give D-Dot, Cutler and Rob Scott that extra weight for race two. Again, they do start at the front of the grid this time. Yeah, great result for One Eye. He was on for a podium position there. Unfortunately, Rob Scott, the meanie, took it off him right at the end. What a meanie. Millerman's not happy with his race. D-Dot will be happy with his race. We'll see how he gets on in race three though. Again, he'll carry over the most weight. He's got the medium tyres to play with. I forget what tyres Cutler was on. Was he on the softs or the mediums? I think he's got the softs to play with for the last race. He starts right behind D-Dot as well. Championship rivals, both sitting on 130 points before tonight's races. So another mix of tyres then, softs, mediums and hards in this race. Scott then taking third in that final race. See how he gets on in race 3. Again, doesn't like this track. Apparently, doesn't like this track. Still took third though. Crawler was looking pretty good, but ended up firing himself off track. Millerman as well, getting caught out. One-Eye Lou holding his own right up the front there for the whole race. D-Dot taking that win. Again, we'll start on the front row of the grid tonight, D-Dot for race 3, but we'll be carrying the maximum weight. There he is, just having a little practice start. Medium tyres and that extra weight on. Just got to try and get the balance right between throttle. So just 12 drivers for the final race then. Corky abandoning the last one. Don't forget to smash that like button, people. Do all that stuff. Crawler's going to struggle on those hards in this last race. Here we go then. Final race of the evening coming up. So grid positions are as of race 2 results. So that's D-Dot on pole, Cutler second, Rob Scott third, One-Eyed Lou in fourth, Alien Swift 5th, Dominator 6th, Bajonski 7th, Dusky 8th, Old Crawler 9th, Hulky in 10th. Who do we have right at the back? Millerman in 11th and Aldo 12th. Lights are on red then. They go green, they're away. Again, a good start by everybody. All piling over to this left-hand side of the track then. Looking for a tow. One-Eye Lou's not doing it. He's looking to run the long way round again. Round the outside of Cutler. Looking for round the outside of D-Dot as well. Here is One-Eye. Gets himself into second then, One-Eye. Cutler third. Rob Scott in fourth. Dominator up the inside of Alien Swift there, takes 5th, Alien Swift 6th, Aldo 7th, sorry, Aldo 6th, gets himself past Bajonski, 7th then, Dominator 8th, Dusky now 9th, Old Crawler 10th, Millerman in 11th, and Hulky, I think he just ran wide through one of those turns, in 12th, a little way back at the minute. Oh, Bajonski's run wide. So D-Dot still leading. One-Eyed Lou still second. Cutler third. Rob Scott fourth. Aldo up into 5th. Oh, is that Old Crawler run wide through there as well? I think it was. Struggling on those hards then, Old Crawler. Everyone exploring the track limits on that little Ryan kink. So what tyres? Oh, it's a soft tyre on board for One-Eye. There you go, another strategic move then. I'll save the soft tyre till the last race. Cutler's gone wide through turn 1. He's put himself in the sand, drops himself all the way down to 8th position. Let's go and find him. It's going to be running a bit slow as well. Yeah, Millerman's got past. He's into 9th. Old Crawler's having a look at him as well for 10th. And Hulky. Old Crawler goes through. back at him through the right-hander. Again, soft tyres on for Old Crawler. Podjonsky in this mix as well. Hulky right on the back end of this fight. Battle for this final position really kicking off here. 3 wide through that turn. All having a look to get past Old Crawler. Cutler goes up the inside again. Podjonsky switches side this time. Looks to run up the inside of Old Crawler for that 10th position and gets it. Get ourselves back up front then. D-Dot 1.1 second lead over One Eye. One Eye got 1.3 seconds over Aldo. Aldo's got D-Dot for company though, just 0.6 of a second back. Rob Scott in 5th, 1 second back. Dominated for company, just half a second back himself. He's dragging Millerman along. He's hoping for better luck in race 3 tonight. Millerman just putting in fastest lap there, 1:35.6. Dusky in 8th, then Cutler 9th, side by side with Podjonsky again for that position. Old Crawler 11th, and Hulky now 5 seconds back in 12th. Was right there with these boys. Swift then closing up on Aldo behind in front. It's a great fight kicking off for 5th here. Rob Scott, Dominator, Millerman and Dusky all fighting for that position. There is that Cutler Podjonsky fight just in the background of your shot there. Oh, Rob Scott then leaves the door wide open for Dominator. Millerman having a go at him as well. Aldo's got it wrong. Has there been another bit of coming together between Aldo and Alien Swift? I don't know. He's now battling for 5th. So D-Dot on the medium tyre, 1.1 seconds still over One Eye. One Eye's got half a second over Alien Swift. So Alien Swift just puts in fastest lap there, 1:34.8. Oh, D-Dot's got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. Just dipped a wheel on the sand there on the run into turn 1. And it's spun his car into the Armco and he's picked up all that damage. Ah, that's race done and dusted. Everybody coming through here then. Just Old Crawler and Hulky left, and they're not that far behind either. So from the lead, he's going to end up all the way at the back is D-Dot. Puts One Eye Lou into race lead. Don't flap now, One Eye. Alien Swift second then. Soft tyre for both these drivers. Dominated into 3rd on the softs. Rob Scott up into 4th on those mediums, battling it out with Aldo then side by side. Looking for 4th is Aldo. Millerman hanging on to the back of these boys as well, just 0.3 of a second back. Cutler's got himself involved in this fight now. He's into 7th, managed to pull himself a second over Podjonsky. Podjonsky's now got Dusky just 0.9 of a second back. Old Crawler 10th, lost a bit of time as well, 1.8 seconds down. There is D-Dot crawling round to pit lane. Hulky didn't manage to get past him. He will now though. Into the pits he goes there, D-Dot. He's going to end up half a lap down. So One Eye continues to lead. Alien Swift right there with him though. He's gone a little bit wide through there. Hulky's seen the opportunity, side by side. Holds the line into this next right-hander. For a way through then, this long, fast, flat out section. Side by side with One Eye down here. He's going to have the inside line into this next right-hander up the hill. Still side by side now. One Eye gets the advantage running to this next turn. Alien Swift looks for a different line through though to carry the speed, and does it. Now he's going to get himself in front before this final turn. Into the lead. What? Into the lead of the race he goes then, Alien Swift. Nobody left in front to probe apart from a D-Dot who's half a lap down now. One Eye Lou slots himself into the toe of Alien Swift, looking to get that position back before the end of this long straight. There is Dominator in third, 1.5 seconds back. Alien Swift goes defensive. One Eye Lou thinks about a move back up the inside. Alien Swift exploring those track limits. One Eye Lou all over the back of him around here. That position for now though, Alien Swift. Dominator's closed that gap right up, less than a second between these two now. There is that big pile of drivers all battling out for 4th, 5th and 6th, 7th and 8th behind. 6 minutes remaining. One Eye Lou having another go at Alien Swift for this top spot. Dominator a second down, Aldo 2.5 seconds down in 4th, Millerman a second down in 5th. Rob Scott, oh, Pajonsky carrying loads of speed in there. So Millerman 5th, Pajonsky in 6th, but he's going to have to run slow now and wait for Rob Scott. Unfortunately, Dusky runs around the, or tries to run around the outside, but has to then run up the inside of Pajonsky. Cutler as well, getting tangled up in that. So he now drops down to 8th position. Rob Scott as well tangled up again in another incident, down into 9th under pressure from Old Crawler. Oh, One Eye Lou gets himself back into the lead of the race, but now it's a three-way fight. Aldo closing up on these three as well. Oh, this could end up terribly. 3 wide into turn 1. One Eye Lou tries to run around the outside, but Dominator gets his way through into first then for Dominator. One Eye Lou second, Alien Swift third. Aldo closed that gap right up, 0.7 of a second. And these 4 now got a bit of breathing room between themselves and Millerman. 2.5 seconds down, 4.5 minutes remaining in the race. Pajonsky 1.6 seconds down in 6th position. Dusky hanging on to his coattails at the minute for 7th. Cutler in 8th. Managed to pick up a penalty and did get himself tangled up in that little incident between Rob Scott and Pajonsky. Rob Scott then 9th. Old Crawler 10th. D-Dot just gets himself into 11th. Again, ended up in the pits, did D-Dot, and then Hulky in 12th. Oh, just picks up a penalty there as well. Dominator then 1.4 second lead. Alien Swift into 2nd. One Eye Lou 3rd, but he's under pressure here from Aldo. Aldo looking up the inside. Long start, finish straight. Aldo's going to have this position here, I would expect. That gap between these two, and Millerman's come down as well. That's down to 1.8 seconds. Still only 3.5 minutes remaining. There he goes up the inside for Aldo. 4th for One Eye Lou. Alien Swift just in front then, 0.6 of a second. Dominator still stretching out a little bit. 2 second lead he's got. 3 minutes remaining on the race clock. Positions getting shuffled around in race 3 here as well. One Eye Lou into 4th then. Millerman getting overtaken by Pajonsky. Pajonsky into 5th. Millerman 6th. Dusky 7th. Cutler now a little way back as well. 3 seconds down in 8th position. Rob Scott 9th, another 2.2 seconds down. Old Crawler's another 2 seconds down. D-Dot, after his incident into the wall, is 28 seconds down. And Hulky now with damage. Possibly going to see the end of this race out in the pits. We'll start closing back up then. Alien Swift getting probed himself right now by Aldo. Aldo go for the second position on the podium tonight. Still going to be side by side into turn one again here. Aldo switches to the inside. Alien Swift tries to close the door on him. Not as much as he'd want. One-Eyed Lou in fourth, then now under threat from Pajonski for that fourth position. Inside is Pajonski. Great bit of driving between these two. Still on it. One-Eyed Lou holds that position at the minute. Soft tyre on for One-Eye. Soft tyre on for Pajonski as well. He carries the speed through, but can One-Eyed Lou? Not quite. Not quite able to hold his nose up the inside of Pajonski there, so he drops down to fifth at the time being. Minute left on the race clock. Millerman sixth then. Still got Dusky in his rearview mirror for seventh. Cutler closed that gap down to 2.3 seconds. Rob Scott. Oh, I was just going to say Rob Scott's lost a little bit more time. He's going to lose a little bit more time now. That little bit of off-track action. Old Crawler closes up on him then. Gap down to 1.3 seconds. D-Dot's trying to make anything of this race. He has managed to take that position off of Hulky, but it's not going to help his championship fight out at all. Dominator in the meantime, 3.6 second lead as we come into this final lap. Alien Swift, Aldo and Pajonski bumper to bumper. Millerman's managed to get his way past One-Eyed Lou as well. Dusky having a go. Bit wide, all closing back up though on this final lap. One-Eyed Lou under pressure from Dusky here. Dusky slots one up the inside. No, does he? Thinks about it. Has One-Eyed Lou still got him side by side into this next turn? Yes, he has. Now got the advantage into this fast left-handed section. Cutler is closing up on this fight as well. Pajonski then gets himself through into second. Aldo side by side with Alien Swift through there. Millerman looking for a way through. Aldo's gone wide. All the way down into 8th position then for Aldo. So Dominator, 4.2 seconds lead as we come into this final turn. Keeps it clean through there, no penalties for him. There is that chasing pack, all hunting down. So Dominator takes the win in race 3 here tonight. It's a good result for him. Pajonski takes second, a great result for him. DDR Alien Swift takes third, Millerman takes fourth, Dusky takes fifth, One-Eyed Lou takes sixth, Cutler takes seventh, Aldo comes in home in eighth, Rob Scott dragging his car down the wall for ninth, Old Crawler takes 10th, D-Dot 11th, and Hulky in 12th. Yes. Some upsets there tonight then. Great result for Dominator. I've got to give it to One-Eyed Lou. He's raced well in race 2 and did really good in race 3 as well there. Got a little bit smothered at the end, but damn, yeah. If there was driver of the day in this one, it would get race 2 and 3 would have One-Eye's name planted all over it for me, but it hasn't. So there. But there you go. That was round 5 of the Chewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Done and dusted. hosted by TANSO Race Group over there on Facebook. Go get involved. Still a couple of positions left for the remainder of the season. And we'll see what happens when GT7 comes out. So, coming up for me then, on Wednesday night, we've got the Team Oliver Racing GR3 League at 8:30. So, a really good championship, that one as well. All the aids turned off. It's as real as we can get it on Gran Turismo. Friday night at 9 o'clock for Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship, hosted by Mature Racing Club. And 9 o'clock again on Sunday for the P1 boys and their GR3 League as well. And then Monday next week. Oh, are we off next week? I think we're off next week. The lads have called it a day because of Valentine's or something like that. Trying to please the women. So yes, no minis next Monday. A week's break while we do the old romance stuff. Right, looks like we're pretty much going to get booted out of this lobby. So that's pretty much going to be it from me. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you want to help my channel out, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Get yourself over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker. Drop donations on there. But I'd much rather you got hold of me at dartsmoker@googlemail.com or sent me a message on the Facebook page, and I can send you some stickers out for the same price. The buy me a coffee thing is just a donation thing I set up ages ago. But yeah, hit me up. I'll send you some stickers for the same price. T-shirts as well. £22 plus free postage and one free sticker. There you go. How about that? So yeah, that's going to be it from me. Hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dart Smoker. I'm out of here.